We don't give kids time to explore who they are. And we like to tie them up with a ribbon very quickly. He's now into music and sound engineering. He's an artist. He's a poet. That's who he really is. He's a musician, an artist, and a poet. He is now the happiest person alive. But you know, depending on your family structure and your family personalities, it could be really hard for a child to say, this isn't me. And I don't know how to say this. So eventually it becomes illness, it becomes negative attention-seeking behavior, it becomes drugs, it becomes all sorts of things to fill a void that is so big and so misunderstood. So we need to be listening, and we need to be watching and observing. And we listen badly, hey? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should be listening twice as much as we speak. And still some, because conversation is actually most of the time not very good communication. If you think about a conversation, aren't you always thinking about how you're going to reply to the person who's speaking to you? You're thinking so much about your own reply that you're only hearing half of what they're saying. And that's the problem with conversation. And yet, conversation forms the basis of all our relationships, especially with our children. We need to be talking our children clever through conversation. Ongoing conversation all the time. You should never have to have the talk about sexuality education. You should never have to have the talk about technology, because it should be drip, 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 drip every day. It should never be this big thing, because that is so scary for children, to have the big talk.